Gene Deal, happy to have you, my man.
Yeah, man. I thought I was coming back when around in September time when something's supposed to drop to the people. But I'm glad you got me back, man. I want to send a condolence to my family. I lost my little brother, Eric Robinson. We used to have a barbershop over there on Thecklin and Rust. Uh he's known in St. Louis by Lil E. But we lost him and on Monday. So this is like last Tuesday. We lost uh heart failure, you know what I'm saying? That was the end result. But uh just want to let people know, because people seeing me in St. Louis, they were like, yo, what are you doing in St. Louis? I used to live here. And but I'm here. I actually walked in the house and he was on the floor. They couldn't save him or nothing. So but it's all good, man. I just want people to know, take care of yourself, man. Make sure that you see your doctors. Make sure you eat properly. I'm changing a lot of shit in my life also. So just send out, you know, rest in peace to my little brother E. And thank you, man, for letting me do this on your show.
Oh man, sorry to hear that, man. Prayers to you and your family, man.
Yeah.
Prayers out to y'all, man. But to get to what I wanted to ask you, right? It's a lot I want to get into. Craig Mack, you read the article that Rolling Stone wrote on him?
Yeah, I read it, man. It was crazy. It was crazy. There's a lot of stuff, I knew, but I don't think that they don't really know the inside of what was going on and what was really happening. You understand? They 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 did the best with the information that they had. You understand? Uh, Craig Mack and anybody who knows and was around at that time knew that he was the catalyst that made Bad Boy and Big what they was. Now, Big was a hell of a rapper, don't get me wrong. But if you look at the numbers and everything, that Ready to Die album wasn't doing good in its first 6 months. You understand what I'm saying? Craig Mack single had blew up, Flavor in Your Ear. You understand? Which made Big jealous of him. You understand? So now they do the remix. And Big dissed Craig Mack on his own song, which he was heated on. And he went first. Anybody know, and most of the time when somebody um has a hit, don't nobody go before them on their album. They come on after them or something like that. But Big went on first. And then what he said, I get more head than Craig get in the bed or something like that. Or Craig get in the Mac, or I got more Mac than Craig get in the bed, get head and order. Whatever he said, it was a diss. You understand what I'm saying? And that made Craig and him not, like each other. But that was all because of Puff. Because Puff wanted to push Big, because Big was doing, everybody think Big was doing what Puff was saying. He was doing what was saying. You understand? That dressing up like a boss and everything like that with the Coogee sweaters, that's Everybody in New York City knew that's how Rivera dressed. You understand? If you see a Big earlier days of his days before he got on like that, the fucking the scarf like he had with Tupac and everything like that, the Timbs, the baggy jeans and all that. He wasn't dressing like that. So he was using persona and doing what was saying, because they had a bigger ideal with the Junior Mafia and everything. Ideal was to have Big Papa, Junior Mafia and everything like that. So now what Puff did, he wears the uh, 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 he wears some bull crap between Craig Mack and Big, Cause how he gonna diss him on his hit single? And then that point on, Puff start, Big start blowing up. So they did another remix. They remixed Juicy. They remixed the other things that was going on, and it blew Big up. But if it wasn't for that flavor in the ear with LL, Big, Busta Rhymes, and who's the other guy? The other guy was I know it began with an M, I think. Forgot his name, but he was a hell of a rapper back in the day. So that forged some bull crap between them two. And then Craig Mack wasn't doing what Puff was saying, because Puff wanted Craig Mack to wear suits and all this other stuff. And Craig Mack was trying to keep it gully. He was trying to keep it streets. I didn't know he was born and he was raised up in Harlem. I thought he was always from Long Island. You understand what I'm saying? But Craig Mack, him and Puff didn't get along, man, and it started being some bull crap because Puff told Craig Mack, yo, if you don't get rid of your manager, you through. So when they got on MTV and they was talking about, yo, him and Big was up there talking about, yeah, we gonna do the Craig Mack album. If you look on their face, Craig looked at him like this, because Craig Mack knew he wasn't doing another album with Puff. You understand? Because Craig Mack wasn't getting rid of his manager. He was loyal like that to his people. So Craig looked up like this, and Big and Puff got this smirk on their face. But he was not coming back to Bad Boy, bro. And Big and him didn't get along anyway. But if it wasn't for him, Big album wouldn't have blowed up like it did.
Yeah, this article exposed a lot, man. They also revealed that he had to move back with his mom when he went broke.
Yeah, bro. Come on, listen here. I think he said he got 25,000 as an advance. You don't see no more money after that until they start recouping. And tell me, how long do it take a record label to recoup $25,000? It must have took a hell of a long, because, like I said, like they say, he was catching buses now, and catching buses and trains.
Yeah, they claimed that he was mainly taking care of his family off of Flavor in Your Ear.
Yeah, but it wasn't. You got to realize it's going to take you probably 2 to 4 years or something like that to even get some royalties from Flavor in Your Ear. You know what I mean? It ain't like he gonna get he after the record label charge him for his marketing, charge him for all the money they put out with the DJs and everything like that. He probably had a tab for like 200, 300,000 before he even got a dime. So what you gonna do?
Yeah, and the most shocking thing about this article that shocked me was his wife. She revealed that he died of AIDS.
Man, you know, Craig has some like craters in his face. And then I had asked Kirk Burrows about that. I said, yo, dude, man, what? Artists, y'all got the money and stuff like that. So he said he had a heart condition. So way back then, Craig was telling people he had a heart condition. So that's what people thought. I didn't know at that time that he had AIDS. I thought it was a heart condition. You understand? And then some years ago, I spoke to Roxy, and she confirmed that with me about the HIV and stuff. I wasn't gonna never say nothing about it, but I think she said something on a guy named Storm Monroe, his show, and she said something and said something in the article and everything about that. But that's just crazy, man. That's wild. That's that lifestyle. You understand? That's that lifestyle, willing and ready to run up in anything. You understand? And these guys don't care. Any and everything that look good, that don't make it good. It is what it is.
Unfortunate, man. And his wife, she said that he refused to get treatment for it.
What would make you do that, man? You understand? I think that he was in that cult, man. And when you in cults and you in those type allegedly cults, religious places and religious things like that, you got brainwashed, man. Because even at that time, certain people was living with HIV, right, Magic? They was living with AIDS. That's about the same time around Magic Johnson, right? Or before Magic Johnson, or after, no, after Magic Johnson. Yeah, so people was living with AIDS or HIV. I I couldn't fathom what made him feel like that he shouldn't get medical attention. Man, he was either probably brainwashed by that cult, or he just didn't want nobody to know, and he was ready to die for that. Now he was ready to die. I don't even know how to address that, man, because you know when you are depressed or you feel a certain kind of way, man, because what has happened to you, you had like Craig Mack, that flavor in your ear was one of the top all-time song in the top 500 of all-time song. That flavor in your ear made the top 500 of all time hits. So now you should be able to go on and do some other things. He had a couple other hits, but that'll bring on depression, man. You ain't getting the money that you thought you was going to get. Now you got to know that you getting sick in certain situations, and then you got AIDS. He knew you got you know you got HIV, bro. It just made that man probably go into a certain kind of depression that he really couldn't do the music that he wanted to do. And he tried to hold on to something, and he thought religion was what he was going to hold on to. And then that wasn't working for him. And I guess he became unpredictable.